local?
Yeah, I think it's in like Battersea or something.
Zilla.
Yeah, these men are all local lads.
Yeah. Cool. You ready? Yeah. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Young Crouch Travel Show. It's your host with the most, Zimobi, aka Zilla Vale, aka Mr. Young Crouch Travels himself, aka anyway. We've got a very, very special guest today. I've known this guy for over 15 years, like from secondary school. So I don't really want to, spoil too much. But I present to you Kayon. How you doing, my brother? You good, yeah?
I'm good, bro. How are
You
you?
good, yeah? I'm very well. Glad that you're here.
Thank you.
So yeah, like with Young Crouch Travels, I like to delve into like why people like to travel.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see like the man them traveling more and more and more, like just to expand their horizons. And I like to find out about just different places. So we can talk about stories and this and that. So firstly though, I have an icebreaker. And I know we've been chatting, so I know you're warmed up.
Yeah.
But like I like to start off with, can you introduce yourself in any other language?
Arigato gozaimasu. My name's Kayon.
Okay, cool. Cool. So that's Japanese, yeah?
Yeah.
That's Japanese. Arigato, thank you. Okay, that's a good one. All right. Can you say that like I'm sexy in another language?
No.
No.
I can say it Jamaican if you would.
I go to. 'Cause I feel like lingo and that's also another element of language. So patois, yeah, go to.
Yeah. Alright, let me think about it. I'm a sexy, How about that? They're gonna grill me about my Jamaican though, my patois.
Bruv, no one can say nothing, bro. No one can say nothing. You know, it is like, if you're sexy, then, like it's universal, but you don't need to say it. So it's all good. It's all good. So, like, I want to delve into something that I've seen, somewhere that I've seen you go, and it's just been inspiring me. And that's Japan, man. And obviously, you mentioned arigato, so I know you've picked up bits and bobs. So, firstly, like, when did you go to Japan? Like, how old were you when you first went?
I was 24
Mm.
and I turned 25 when I was there. So I went for my 25th birthday. I went in August 2019. I think it was
Okay.
from the 15th or 16th until the 27th, 28th. I think I came back the same day as Carnival, just after.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so it was in August, yeah.
Yeah, just before the pandemic.
Okay. So you've been just that one time, yeah.
Yeah, to Japan. Yeah,
But you would definitely want to go again.
100%. My favorite country in the world right now. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Okay. I like to know what specifically about the country do you like and want to go back to. So, like, just to break it down, little caveat. My first place that I went to without any adults guiding me or anyone else was Rome. Like, it was a local trip, yeah. So I went solo because that year, like, a lot had hit me. So I think I had to redo a year. Like, I just wasn't really sure what I was gonna do with myself, and I was like, anything that I say I want to do, I'm gonna do it without any excuses. So I said, I've never been to Italy, but I've always wanted to go all my life. So I got two friends who wanted to go, but they couldn't make it because of work and various things. But I said at the beginning of the year, nothing's gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. So I was like, I want to see the Colosseum in Rome, booked a flight, went to see the Colosseum in Rome, just like that. So that was a solo trip, and it taught me about just navigating from here to there by myself, right?
Yeah.
But then I'd say since then, like, my favorite ever holiday, it's been a bit of a party one. It was Afro Nation in Portugal, but
Okay.
it's because like having having like my good friends like in London, but in a much better weather condition, and like doing like yachts, like seeing dolphins while we're on like sailing by the
boats and stuff.
yeah, amazing.
The vibes.
The vibes, right?
Yeah.
So those are two contrasting one. One's a solo one, one's like with your friends and in a nice place, right? So with Japan, yeah, you were solo, right?
Yeah, solo.
Would you say you prefer that side of things, or do you like doing things more with friends?
It's a little bit weird. I prefer to go by myself.
Yeah.
Reason being is because I like to do things that I want to do, not just exclusively what everyone wants to do sometimes. Sometimes I'm a little bit weird, so I like to do weird things.
Can't knock that.
So like, not all my friends are into anime. So if I said, "Oh, come, we're going to Japan. We're gonna go to Shibuya, or we're gonna go to like just where a lot of anime places are." A lot of people are like, "No, I don't want to go there. That's kiddish. I'm not going all the way to Japan just to do that." Whereas me, I love it.
You love it, yeah.
I love new experiences as well.
Yeah, no, that's sick, man. And I feel that's testament to like someone's character. Like it doesn't matter if anyone else is on it, you're still gonna do it yourself. I think that's the key to traveling. Like for me, and I think especially like as a black person, as a black man in Japan, I feel like. Did you feel like you got looks a lot?
No,
it was comfy.
Yeah, to be fair, I heard Japan's not as bad as like China. I heard China is very bad. Like my auntie went to China with a couple of my cousins, and like they were just looking at them. They wanted pictures, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, you do get looked at, like, but it's not as big as
you.
people say it is. Like, when I was in a restaurant, when I first got there, they was like, "Oh, you're big, you're strong, you look like." That's what they were saying to me. They've never seen someone like me.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But other than that, no, it was fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And that's the thing. Like sometimes you might get looks, but it might just not bother you because you know that okay, it's a homogenous country. They've pretty much just got Japanese people.
Yeah.
So they're just not used to seeing the other face. So it's not like malicious. It's just like they're just, it's something new.
Yeah.
But another thing I found out about Japan as well was that like they don't really speak much English.
They don't
at all.
Yeah.
How did you navigate that then?
Well, I had a tour guide, so that was kind of good.
Okay.
So I had a tour guide. He helped me a lot.
Yeah.
But also I have Google Translate. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Google Translate is the best app you can have when you're going on solo holidays to a different country that don't speak English.
Yeah.
Because literally you can have a full conversation with it.
That's mad. And it was accurate. Like.
Yeah, accurate. Like, because you can choose which type of Japanese they have. They might have like simplified or you know what I'm saying. So it's a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's it. And like you said, you had a tour guide, right?
Yeah.
So what did you book through?
I booked through STA.
STA.
Yeah.
Oh, STA Travel.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. They're good for like Asia trips.
Yeah, they're very good. But I went on a One Life, so like obviously it was through them, but the actual company I went with was One Life.
One Life, yeah.
They are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. They voted #1 for Japan. Like they literally talk to you like a human being. They're not just robot, and it's like, we have to go here.
Yeah.
If you say to them, "Oh, can we stay here a little bit longer?"
Yeah.
Because we want to go do, let's say we want to do like a boat trip.
Yeah.
Or we want to go see Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
They change the itinerary and stuff.
Okay, that's it, man. And so you did it for 7 days?
No, Japan was 14 days. But it was a little bit longer than that because the flight to Japan is long.
How many hours?
It's about, I think it was 19 hours altogether. I think that was with like an hour delay.
Did you stop somewhere?
Yeah, I stopped in Dubai.
Okay. Yeah.
If you fly straight, I heard it's like 12 hours. But I heard it's very expensive.
Yeah. That's the thing. It depends on like the airline you use. If it's a Japanese airline, then it'll probably be straight. But yeah, it's going to be more expensive.
Because I used
Emirates?
Qatar going there, I think Emirates come back.
Okay.
That's the best airline to travel with, both of them.
No, it's lovely still. It's lovely still.
Especially being Muslim as well, because when you travel, like a lot of the food on the plane is not halal. So all you can eat is like bread.
Okay.
Or you might bring something of your own. Yeah. Whereas when you fly with Emirates or Qatar, it's all halal. So it's proper.
Okay, so it's calm. Yeah, no, it's good that they cater for like everyone, like in that sense. And then, because I had like a mad experience, like because I went to Peru with that was an amazing trip.
That was on my list before we went lockdown.
I definitely recommend it highly. Like the thing is, they got the Machu Picchu, so like one of the greatest like landmarks, and it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. But they said at the time that I went, that in a few years' time they might close it, like to the public. So I don't know if they're still talking like that, but like that's what they were thinking. So I definitely recommend in the next few years, like just try to go. So I went. But then I had to stop over in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And so the whole flight was like 20-something hours. So I know that this 19-hour thing you're talking about. But Mexico, so in that time, like I got out of Mexico City I've never learnt Spanish so fast in my life. Because like they don't, them airlines, they don't, even on the airplane, they don't speak any English,
What?
bro. I was surprised. Like
Yeah.
English is the world's second language.
Yeah, I thought
so,
like,
yeah.
especially on like a connecting flight, they would have put like a English speaking people just.
Nah, bro. Like so London to Mexico City, but I was just like, nah, I'm a traveler. Like let me, because I had to wait in the airport
Yeah.
for like 10 hours or something. I was like, nah, bro, I need to do something.
Yeah.
So I took a like a metro to the town.
Yeah.
And then use like Google Translate.
Yeah, to get around.
Yeah. So I was like, Donde esta? I didn't know if I was pronouncing it right.
Yeah.
That's like, where is this? Where is it? To anyone on the platform. And the thing is, a lot of people talk about certain countries being dangerous or like you can't. I had that in my mind about Mexico City. People talk about kidnappings and stuff like that. But what do you think about that fear factor in traveling to different places? Does it bother you? Does it stop you from being, I don't want to go there because it's dangerous? Or are you more open-minded? Like,
I'm more open-minded.
Mm.
Like, I feel like if you can navigate the London streets, you can navigate any street in the world.
Yeah.
Because it's very similar. So, like, even when I go to America, I act the same way. If you're not disrespectful, not being disrespectful, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go to another country and be scared because I don't know what the country's about. As long as you have manners, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, in the countries I go to, normally they have like a low crime rate. So, like, Japan's got like the third lowest crime rate in the world. It's like 2-3%.
Yeah.
So in Japan, I didn't have no worries at all. I wasn't even thinking about any sort of crime.
Yeah.
But like when I go to New York and that, you might have it in the back of your head, but if you move correct, you'll be fine.
That's it, bro. No, I 100% agree. Like, I think respect's a big thing, and a lot of people are lacking that. But like, if you go to a place and then just think that
something bad's gonna happen, something bad will happen.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But even if you just like look around and just be like aware, because I think a lot of the time people don't move smart. Like they're in a new country and then they're like having mad jewelry, having like just being loud on the street and stuff like that, just not conscious of like what can happen and they get robbed or something like that. But if you just move correct, like not even scared, just be diligent of what's around you, I think you'll be fine. Like, so that's what I want people to know.
Cause I tell a lot of my friends that as well. Like, especially when they're going on holiday. Yeah, I say don't move like you're in London. You're not in London.
It's not
They don't play the same game we play. You'll get yourself in trouble. It's not even by like other people. Police don't. Police not like London. They're not as forgiving. You go say something mad to someone in like Vietnam or Japan, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain rules you have to follow. Do you know what I mean?
Have you got any mad experiences of like that? Or
no, not me personally.
Yeah, you've been calm.
Yeah, I've been calm because I always make sure I'm respectful when it comes to like, as soon as I see police come, I'm respectful. Right, sir, how can I help? Because like, I'm not trying to get locked up overseas. I've seen like on Netflix they have like a documentary, sorry, the world's toughest prisons, and they look mad. I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
Especially when you can't speak the language to defend yourself. Imagine being in that situation.
They don't care what you're saying. You're a foreigner. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm lying. I did have this situation in Paris.
Oh, in Paris?
Yeah, Paris is somewhere where I don't feel comfortable. So I'll take back what I did say. I forgot about this. I was literally leaving Paris and like I was putting my stuff through the conveyor belt to go into the train. And like there was a female officer and she was being mad, like awkward with me. Like I was just like, yeah, I'm just trying to go through. Can you just search me? But she didn't search no one else but me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like she just picked me out, like come over here.
Yeah, it can be like that. So
and I didn't like it, so obviously I got a little bit irated.
Yeah.
Like, but why are you just picking me? Why didn't you pick anyone else? Look, they're walking around the same things to me. Oh, just shut up, just go. That's what they're talking. I was like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
And I had to realize I'm not in England, so I got to kind of calm down.
With that, at least with that one, I'm guessing it was like before Brexit as well. In the EU, like if anything mad happened, like it could eventually be patterned. But did you not like the whole experience in Paris, or was it more just that?
Just that. I didn't like that part because it's just something that don't make you feel comfortable. Especially when you're leaving, you've had a great day, you've seen the Eiffel Tower, you've seen everything. You're going home, and then you just hit by that. Like
it's a sour note to
sour
end it
note,
on.
like.
But do you know what? Alright, so just to flip it to like something more positive, yeah. So one thing about Paris, because I also want to go back to Japan as well. But one thing about Paris is that we were talking earlier about the diaspora of like Africans, Caribbean and stuff. And being from London, you can get all types of people in your area. So
100%.
like I've got Nigerian heritage, like if people know that. And where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Jamaica and Ghana.
And Ghana, right? Yeah. So and you can get like Somali people, you get Polish people, Italian, all in the same area, right? But a lot of these places were like colonized by England, like back in the day, and so they speak English. They come over there. So with Paris, you get the equivalent, but it's like countries that were colonized by France, and so they have the people growing up there have the same attitudes as us, the same just way of life. They just speak French, and the more I realize that common ground, the more I want to link up with people from different places.
But I do think they have it a little bit harder than us, though.
You think so?
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like in, let's say London, I'm not going to talk about the whole of England because it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But in London, we're a lot more, it's like, I feel like it's a lot more integrated.
Yeah.
So like, like I was saying to you earlier, like I can go to, let's say if I went to your house and say, hi dad, you right?
Yeah.
Like, you pick up cultural cues and stuff like that. Where I feel like France is a little bit more segregated. Like you don't really see a lot of black, white, Asian people mixing. For what I haven't personally.
What you haven't? Okay. Fair enough. I have seen that personally, but obviously everything is all about perspective. And I think I've heard other people say that as well. But one thing is when you travel, you only really learn about the place you've gone to when you spend like a significant period of time there.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you're there for a couple of days, then it might not be what you expected. That's why I say a long period of time, because I plan to go to Japan and I don't want to just go for like a week, because some of the things you told me, some of the you mentioned anime. I love anime. Like even stuff like Nintendo, like I grew up playing a lot of the games. There's studios for Nintendo.
Yeah.
There's
They just closed down, I think it's Sega World.
Is it? Yeah.
Sega World, yeah. They closed it down. I got to go just before it closed. I was the last, like,
you see,
because like we went 2019 and obviously pandemic hit around February 2020.
2020, yeah.
From correct?
March, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we were the last amount of tourists that got to actually go.
And what about? I heard that they do real life Mario Kart racing on the streets in Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm stressed to this day.
Oh, you missed it.
No, I left my driving license at home. Because you got so when you're going out there, this is a little tip, you have to get international driving license. You can't go with your normal driving license. They won't let you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I knew this.
I've heard they've stopped it though. You know,
it's not stopped yet. I think they're on the verge. I think they're trying to stop it, innit?
Yeah.
But when I went, I could have done it. But I left the international driving at home. I was so stressed. That's one of the things I went early for. Cause I went before my tour. I went like a day or two before my tour, so I could actually go.
Yeah. No, that makes sense though. And then. So yeah, anime, you got like the gaming, which has been around the whole world. They've even got national holidays for some of the big anime, like One Piece. There's a One Piece day.
So that,
yeah, like so.
I didn't know about that.
You see Simpsons, like you know how big that was in the 90s in America. Like One Piece is on that level there. But I find it interesting because it just says a lot about the world and markets. Because it's kind of big over here.
Yeah,
but it's not as big over here as it is over there. Like they love it.
But let me tell you what's bigger than One Piece right now.
What?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
The reason I say that, is because more people in America watch Attack on Titan than don't.
See, that's the thing. That's true.
That's madness.
That's true. But that's outside of Japan. In Japan, like One Piece is like you can't compete with it. But yeah.
I got something for you.
What?
Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah. That's
right now. Obviously, One Piece has a better history. Demon Slayer's numbers are out of this world.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. And another thing that I grew up on was karate and just samurais and stuff like that. Did you get to go to temples where like they teach you the ways of the samurai or like things like that? Was it? Yeah.
Well, not samurai. We got to go do kendo.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'll send you some videos so you can put up.
Yeah.
Basically, one of our days that we was in, I think it was in Kyoto when we did it. So we went to like a traditional temple and they taught us the art of striking.
Okay.
It was amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they mashed me up though. They mashed me up.
Say no more. Yeah, I definitely need to try that, man.
Yeah, it was a crazy experience. Like, I tell everyone, yeah, like everyone I'm meeting, they ask me, oh, what was good in Japan? So make sure you do kendo classes.
Kendo, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Kendo, we got the Mario Kart real life
Yeah.
stuff. I think you said the Sega World closed, but I'm sure there's like a couple anime conventions and stuff like that. But another thing that I like to know about travelers is like I'm inspired by a lot of music from different countries. So you mentioned like that. Okay, for me personally, try to learn different languages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one of the ways I do that is by listening to songs from a different place. So I think I put up a survey. This is time ago. You might not remember, and it was like a French drill artist, and I was like, who is anyone feeling it? And a lot of men don't really like. I don't know. Maybe it's because people are trying to really take in lyrics more than like the beat.
Yeah.
But when I go to another country and I see a similarity to what I'm used to, or even something completely different, I mess with it hard. So in Japan, did you hear anything that was like, rah, I can get to this, like I can vibe to this, or nah?
Not music wise.
Not music wise.
But like a lot of the music they listen to, a lot of music we listen to.
Okay.
They listen to more American stuff than UK stuff.
Okay.
So like you can kind of get understanding of what they listen to. Like for me, when it comes to learning languages, I more look at like anime.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I feel like I know Japanese, but I just don't know I know Japanese.
You just
because I'll be watching anime. Yeah, I never watch it dubbed. I watch it. Sorry, yeah. I never watch it dubbed. I always watch it subbed. Yeah.
Same, yeah.
So like sometimes I just zone out, but I know exactly what's happening. So I'm sure I know Japanese.
That's good, man. That's good. But yeah, okay.
But yeah, sorry, with the music thing, 100%. Like even that French artist you're talking about, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to lyrics anyway. I like the beat, the sound of it. If it sounds good, I'll mess with it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not really okay. Calm. And then like food is another thing. So music and food are things that I like to appreciate in different countries. Did the food in Japan slap?
Of course it did. Yeah.
Of course. Out of your favorite cuisines, where do you rank Japanese?
It's like obviously Jamaican food's first.
Obviously.
Yeah. But definitely second.
Yeah.
I love Asian food.
Yeah.
Like the only problem I had was like a lot of stuff in Japan not halal.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is it is a problem, but it's not because from what I'm told, if you can't find a halal spot, you can either do vegetarian or vegan, or you can eat it because that's the only available alternative you have.
Yeah.
I think I found like in Tokyo they had a couple, Kyoto they had one. I think it was like one, so it was hard. But like when I went to Osaka, that's where they have like a food like festival. Like if you go through there's like different restaurants, so you can like try different things.
Yeah,
I got like an octopus ball.
It's mad.
It was. Listen.
See, that doesn't even sound nice, but it's so different that I would just want to try it.
Yeah, like
I'm curious like that still.
That's like me. Like when I saw it, I said, "Huh?" I was like, yeah, let me give this a try.
Which part of the octopus is it from though?
It's like the tentacles.
Okay. Not testicles. No. Say no more. Say less. All right, cool, bro. But do you know what? I remember playing like video games. Yeah. What was it? Was it Pokemon Stadium? It must have been time ago on the N64. And then there was this thing where I think it was there was one Pokemon that kept on just eating random food, and I thought these were like cartoon foods. Like I thought it was made up. I thought they were just. But then I realized like nah, that's actually what they have, and it's so different. And so that's one thing with me. I like to go to countries where the culture is drastically different to what I have here, because. Like America's cool and stuff, and like Australia or whatever, but one like it's English like in terms of what they speak, and like we're influenced by a lot of their stuff. So more time. That's why my first trip was Italy, as I said. Like it's just
different culture. Yeah,
different culture. But with Asia in particular, it's I think the main part of the world that's kind of untapped by like Western culture. Yeah, and so going to Japan, the architecture. Like even seeing the temples and seeing like the decor and all of that stuff, it's just it's a different world,
a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Especially like the architecture. So when I got to Japan first, I take like a train from I think it was the Kita airport I came from.
Okay, is it a bullet train?
No, it's just a normal train. One, It took me 2 hours to get into Tokyo, and Nikita is in Tokyo.
Oh man, it's big.
Far.
Oh, it's far. Yeah,
Tokyo's big.
Yeah.
Tokyo's like
in the world, I think.
Yeah. Tokyo's like about
40 million.
I think it's like 30 or I think like 10 or 20 cities in one. It's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very long to get to anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when I got to my hotel, it was. I've never seen a hotel like this. I went to like the 9 Hours hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like a pod hotel.
Yeah.
So when you go in, like it's just completely different. Like when you go to a UK hotel, yeah, it's just like it's typical, isn't it? Like, you fancy, you got like a little desk.
Yeah.
Completely different. You've got to walk up some mad stairs to get to the hotel.
Yeah.
And then when you get in, you go to like the front desk and they give you like a little key card. It's literally like a little plastic thing. That key card gets you into like the showers and that. You get to put your stuff in the lockers. You get like a shared toilet because it was a
kind of like a hostel.
It was a hostel, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was an uptown hostel. It was crazy.
So it's nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's banging.
They're very efficient with space, man. Like it's literally just a pod, right?
Yeah.
But then
in that pod, you got a charger.
Yeah.
You got like a little light. You got your bed. You got like a little stairs that you can get in. You can close the door. It's proper sick still. Like it's an experience I tell everyone you have to do. Like if you go to Japan or if you go to any country that has pod hotels, just take it because it's different. You shouldn't keep doing the same things you're doing all the time. Yeah. Because you won't grow.
No, I like that message a lot, and yeah, here at Young Crouch Travels, we're on our like proverbs and just saying like phrases. So okay, cool. Japan, mate, you sold it for me. It was already sold, but
I haven't sold it to you yet.
You haven't even sold it.
That's just the beginning.
That's the beginning.
That's the beginning.
All right, tell me more, because I wanted to talk about like places in the UK.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the fact that it's not just London and it's not even just other cities. It's areas of natural beauty like Lake District. But sell me Japan some more. Tell me some more.
All right. So I went to a little town in Japan called Takayama. Yeah.
Takayama, where's that?
It's in like the countryside, just before you got to like I think it's just before you get to Kyoto.
Yeah.
So we spent like a day or two there.
Yeah.
I spent a night in a traditional Japanese temple.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like where like they have like they pray and stuff like that.
Yeah. Is that Buddhist?
Yeah. Because they got there's two Shinto and Buddhist. Yeah. It's similar, but it's not the same. So in the morning we woke up, we did yoga at like 6 a.m. with an instructor, and then we got to go to an onsen.
Oh, that's the baths.
Yeah. That's the weirdest experience I've ever had in my life. Like, it's weird.
I think you can't have any tattoos.
You can't have any tattoos. Yeah. So if you have like tattoos, you can't. They won't allow you because they think you're criminal. I believe Yakuza. Yeah. But that was weird. Like, imagine walking into like a change room and just get naked. Everyone's just comfortable.
Yeah, bro. Did you see any like your people that you might have thought were Yakuza or like?
No, you don't. Like, even if you did, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know
because the way they are, they're like very to themselves. Like, they're not very like. From what I got, it's not outgoing. Like, if we go anywhere in London, you can always make a friend in like a party or something like that. But like when you go to more like the rural sides, you don't really see that. You get in like Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, you'll get that because there's more like people our age who are more like open to talking. Yeah. But like Japan's got like a very like Asian community, so like it's a lot more people are older than they are younger. Yeah. I
think they've got the like highest life expectancy in the world. You know?
Yeah.
Like them or Italy, like very healthy conscious and very just respectful. So it's not a surprise that they got long life.
It's because their food's different as well.
Yeah.
Like you see the food we have here is nothing to the food they have there. Like the quality of it. Yeah. Like when we get sushi here, you can kind of tell it's kind of old. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's been frozen. Yeah. Their sushi's fresh. Yeah. Their vegetables are fresh. Like I don't eat vegetables at all. Yeah, I don't like fish. But
you've been on this gym thing, bro. Yeah, I'm surprised, brother.
Yeah, but I have like peas in that, innit?
Okay. But you're talking about runner beans now. You're not talking about rice and peas. You're talking about like
runner beans. Yeah. But like when I went to Japan, I had to, innit, because I couldn't eat pork. They have a lot of pork there, innit?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I had like I think it's a leek.
Okay, yeah.
It's the freshest leek I ever had in my life.
So I've never ever heard that being said before in my life.
Swear, like,
the freshest leek. Yeah. That's so funny.
Bro, because obviously I don't eat vegetables, so obviously I've had a leek before. It didn't taste all nice. I said, no, I'm good. But that's the only thing they had. I was like, all right, cool. I've been on a plane for like 19 hours. Let me just try it. was banging.
Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, like leeks. If you want to get a nice tasting leek, go to Japan, bro.
And peaches as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a peach that was so soft that when you bite it, it
Yeah.
just so dissolves in your mouth.
Do you know what? 'Cause I see that in anime. Obviously, anime is like it's animation, so the characters they're dramatic the way they act after they've eaten a peach. But what you're saying is it's not overreacting. It's real.
As I said, I don't eat fruit or veg.
Yeah.
I tried it because obviously when you're in a new country, you always try something different. That's one thing I always say. Like always go out of your comfort zone, because if you stay in your comfort zone, you're not gonna learn anything.
100%. Yeah.
So obviously one of my friends was like, oh yeah, take a not friends. One of my tour group was like, oh yeah, take some. I was like, no, I'm good. She's like, no, take it. I was like, all right, cool. I'm on holiday. Let me try it.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, let me get another piece. So
Was okay, you had the tour guide, but like was traveling around kind of easy though? Like, because you went to Tokyo, you went Kyoto, it's not like next door, and then you went Osaka as well. Like,
I went Tokyo, Hakone, which is where Mount Fuji is.
Okay.
Tokyo, Hakone, Takayama. We stopped in Nagoya for like a couple hours.
Yeah. Then
we went to Kyoto and Osaka, I think it was.
Did you climb any of Fuji, by the way?
Nah, we weren't allowed to.
It's season.
Yeah, it was. I think it was active when we went.
Oh,
so they didn't let us go because they have like a cart that takes you all the way to like I think first train station or something like they call it. First stop. It was out of thing because the volcano was active.
Oh wow. There's a season that I want to go to Japan, and like I definitely want to spend at least a year there, but I think it's cherry blossom season.
Yeah, cherry blossom.
And that's like March, April sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think the deer, you can see the deer there. Like,
you can see the deers year round. That's in I can't remember the city. I can't remember the city, but there's a city that it's in. I think they had like a
what is it?
They had an explosion there, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the city.
Okay. But in terms of like, you can see the deer all year round, but then the cherry blossom, that's like more March, April.
Yeah, March, April, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that kind of you needed to do whilst you were in Japan? Like, what else was on the checklist? Like,
see the monkeys.
I don't know about that. What?
Yeah. Like, when I went to the STA travel lady, I said, listen, the only thing I need to see Fuji. Yeah. I need to see the monkeys.
So you ended up seeing bare other stuff along the way anyway. But that's sick, man.
Yeah, like we went to somewhere called Monkey Mountain. So that's like right next to you might have seen it on Instagram. Do you know? Have you seen the bamboo forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally across the road from bamboo forest.
Oh wow.
So we trekked up a big forest. Sorry, a big mountain, and then at the top of the mountain you have like a sanctuary for monkeys.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like you just have monkeys running around, play fighting.
Yeah.
They got like a little hut you can go into.
Yeah.
And you can feed them bananas, apples, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's one of the most amazing things I've done, I promise you.
Wow. Yeah. That sort of thing just takes you aback. Like just being kind of one with nature, and then like feeding. Like I went to Kenya, and so I haven't seen monkeys. Yeah. Actually, no, I've seen like one monkey. It was on my shoulder, but that was in Morocco. Morocco is sick, by the way. That was up the Atlas Mountains. Like we were coming down some mountains, and then there was just a few monkeys, and it was lit. But in terms of interacting and feeding animals, I went to Kenya, and like next to this elephant sanctuary, there's like a giraffe house. Yeah. And by the giraffe house, you can like kind of feed them.
Yeah, feed them through the.
Yeah, and basically, like I had some nuts for it. Its tongue is long, bro. I've never seen such a long tongue. I thought it was. I thought it was a thing where I'll give it and it would just eat it quick. It was slobbering all over my finger. I was like, rah, was it worth it? I was like, was it worth it? But do you know what? Like, it was. A surreal experience, like just 100%. Because being in London, like I know a lot of people want to get outside London. I love London because of the diversity and what you can do there, but you can't be one with animals and nature like that. So man,
like just to continue on what you were saying, like I love London, but I don't want to live in London.
Okay.
Like you get a lot more diversity, but there's like a lot more to see in England than there is in London. Like I feel like London it's got a lot of people stuck as well. Like I went uni in Bedford. So I got to come out of London. I got to see like the local area and that. It's a lot more quieter, a lot more peaceful out of London.
Yeah. That's. Bro,
Yeah.
I remember when I went to like my undergrad, like I couldn't wait to just get out of ends. Like I
100%.
just remember it was actually a few weeks or maybe months before leaving, and I was just like, just people just screwing me, like just
Yeah,
youngers, and I was just
randomly.
like, what is this? Like I was like, wow. So even when you said trap, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a mindset thing.
Yeah.
It's a mindset thing, and I 100% agree. And then I went Newcastle, yeah, and that's north. That's basically Scotland, almost
Yeah.
Scotland, yeah.
That's far.
And it just taught me so much. So I see, but it is a city still,
Yeah.
but it's near to Lake District.
Yeah.
It's near to like, you know what I'm saying, and it just opened my mind, man.
Like even like you see like she says in the Lake District here, you can go mountain biking.
Yeah,
We can't go mountain biking in the end.
Yeah.
We're mountain biking through the estates.
yeah. There's no,
Like, it's not the same.
No matters in ends.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Okay, that's so. I went to Lake District with my friends
Yeah.
like in June. That was wicked, yeah. And you could see like the stars. As mad as it is to say, as simple as it is, seeing the stars at nighttime with no noise. You hear some crickets,
Yeah.
but it was just so peaceful and serene. And then they were just like we'd jump into the pool. Or I say the pool,
lake.
the lake,
Yeah.
like at night, kind of thing. Just be walking because there's like 10 of us, and like we're just playing games, setting up the tents,
Yeah.
like got a fire, like just having music, like vibes. Because you were saying you don't really like raving like that, but like
Yeah.
when it's with your people, it's just like we had
it's a
music
vibe,
and then just a
yeah.
vibe, and that's a thing. So you've been to somewhere recently like that
Yeah.
as well. Where did you go?
I went to the Peak District.
Yeah.
I went with my little brothers.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so it was like a little brotherly little bonding thing. It's
That's
good, man.
amazing.
I loved it because, like, being in London, all you see is tall buildings. You see like you don't get fresh air.
Yeah.
Like with the air you're breathing up there is different.
Yeah.
Clean. Proper clean. Yeah.
People don't notice it.
They don't.
They don't.
You won't notice it because you've lived with it all your life.
Yeah. My boy just moved to somewhere in Kent,
Yeah.
and he's been there for like a few years, and he said every time he comes into that M25,
Yeah.
he can't breathe anymore properly.
Yeah.
Like he starts sniffling. I thought he was joking, but I realized like because my workplace was in Woking, so it was in Surrey, and we used to go for jogs like around lunchtime, and like I could just breathe easy.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's just lighter.
it's
It's not full of like toxic fumes and that. Like
Yeah,
London,
yeah.
because there's so much people in London, it's just
congestion.
toxic.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, so do you have a next? So I think these places are called areas of natural beauty, and they're all scattered around the UK. Do you have a next place that you want to go to?
We want to go to the Peak District next.
Okay.
And there's one in Wales we want to go to. I can't remember the name of the forest, but there's one in Wales we want to go to. That's where they got the longest zip line the fastest zip line in the world. Cool Zip World. So Google
Cool
it.
Zip World?
Yeah, it's Cool Zip World. So
So
me and my brothers, we've got like a little list that we're trying to tick off.
yeah, bucket
And that's
list.
on it. Yeah.
Zip world fastest in the world.
Yeah, in the world, I think it's like over 100 miles per hour.
That's what it says on it.
It's over a quarry as well.
Yeah. Hey.
See,
Shite.
that's another thing as well, yeah. I think we were talking earlier. When I go on holidays, I want to be able to do things that I wouldn't do in the UK.
Yeah.
So like, let's say, let me use Dubai for example. They've got skydiving. I want to skydive over the Palm.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I've seen like bare YouTube videos. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to do zip lining through the city of Dubai. So it's like over there. They got like I think it's called a lake. They've got like a lake you can go zip lining straight through it.
Okay.
Through all the buildings and stuff like that. It's sick.
That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that, like specific, because it's not on my list like that.
Yeah.
Like if someone was to pay for me, I'll happily go to the Dubai, but it's not on my list like that. But stuff like that, that's appealing for sure. I think in Peru, obviously, I mentioned Machu Picchu. They got stuff like the Rainbow Mountains.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, did you go there?
I didn't manage to go because I was there for there's two. I didn't go Lake Titicaca and the Rainbow Mountains, but my friend who's from there, he went with his missus, and I was just jealous because I've seen it on Instagram pictures, but knowing someone who actually went, like, but I'm glad that I did like the Inca Trail and stuff like that. But basically, I brought it up because I think you could do like zip lining over it's a mad quarry as well.
Swear.
Yeah, it's not as known as like say obviously like there's the Grand Canyon. It's not like a famous
Yeah,
quarry, but like just being in another country and like ziplining over a quarry, like I thought that was a sick option. I didn't take that because it was like a group decision.
yeah,
We end up doing white water rafting,
yeah,
kayaking, like jumping from mad cliffs.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not a swimmer like that, but
Oh,
nah.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't let anything I can't do stop me from doing it.
yeah, yeah,
Like I'm not afraid to do anything. So
yeah.
that's why I did a skydive.
I swear, what did you do?
Yeah,
Where did you
I did it in it's somewhere in Oxfordshire.
Oh,
I
you did
think
it in England, yeah?
Banbury, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what's mad? This
What?
like God works in mysterious ways because initially, so I did it to raise money for like breast cancer.
Oh, I respect that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then I wanted to do it on my birthday. It was also like January 11th, but then I couldn't because it was snowing. It was mad snowy.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
mad snowy at that time. So they were like, "Oh, come back next week."
yeah,
I went all the way back next week. Again, like, nah, we can't do it. So I was like, what's going on? Then I think I met someone there
yeah.
who she had cancer. She was like
Oh,
battling something, and
yeah,
she's still alive. Like, and she was doing it to raise money for St. George's Hospital. And then I was like, rah, I'm gonna do it with you. Like, we were bonding. She lived in Heath,
yeah,
and then um, in February, I think February 1st, that's when we ended up doing it, and it was still snowing, but it wasn't windy anymore,
yeah.
and we weren't sure if we will still be able to do it because the wind's the main thing why you can't do it. We got there, and it was sunny. It was
What?
weird. It was like it was sunny and snowing at the same
Yeah,
time. I've never ever seen anything like it. So if we had gone that first week,
yeah.
like the weather was dead, like it wasn't even
You would have
pretty.
enjoyed it that
Yeah,
much. Yeah,
but like coming out, like obviously we were afraid. It was the first time we were doing it.
yeah,
But jumping out of the plane, you're seeing the sun reflecting on like a sheet of ice.
yeah,
Like it was. I've never seen. It's not London. It's Banbury. I've never
yeah,
seen Banbury like look so beautiful. Like from the air, it was just peaceful. Because when you first drop, yeah,
yeah,
you're just like what, like what. I was trying to be calm because I saw there was like a cameraman, so I was
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to be calm, like doing mad stuff, like. But the pictures look mad crooked still. But then after a while, you just get calm and you're just
Yeah.
like, whoa, like look at what like God's made, like it's crazy kind of thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that was a sick experience, and it's because I was I don't like to use the word afraid, but I was very uncomfortable with heights.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I still am kind of like cautious
yeah. Cautious when it comes to heights. Yeah,
with heights. Yeah, my
but
stomach.
that's a natural thing though.
That's a natural thing.
Yeah,
But some people, if they've grown up in mountains, like it's normal.
yeah. It's normal. to them,
Yeah, yeah. So that was one thing, and then same with like swimming. Like I'm not avid swimmer, so I do water activities all the time. Like I got a life jacket. Like
Yeah,
calm.
you'll be good.
You'll
yeah.
be good.
As long
Yeah.
as you can do like a little bit of.
That's it.
you're good.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I want everyone to know that. Like, don't be afraid to just try different things. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
And don't be afraid to split from your group as long as it's safe.
Yeah.
So like, you see with what you were saying earlier when you asked me like, do you prefer to travel solo or do you
Yeah.
prefer to travel with a group? That's one of the reasons I don't really like traveling in a group, because if it's a group decision, I feel like I'm gonna have to go with them. Or
Yeah.
if I leave, I'm gonna be the awkward one.
Yeah.
Especially when countries like I really want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why I like to go solo, because then I can just make my own itinerary. I can change it if needed. Do you know what I mean?
True. Yeah. No, that's a good point. And for me specifically, like I didn't mind the zip line or the kayaking, so that's why. But yeah, it's true. Like if you want to do something, like just do it. Like, and because a lot of people on that group. So I went to Peru with. I went by myself,
Yeah.
but I knew one of my boys from uni who's from there. Like, so I stayed. Well, he picked me up from the airport. Then I stayed at a hostel called Loki. And Loki, they also organize like
Excursions.
the excursions. So they've got one in the capital Lima, and then they've got it all around like Peru. So basically, when you want to go to Machu Picchu, you go to a town called Cusco. Yeah. Did you ever watch this show called The Emperor?
Emperor,
New Groove?
yeah, Emperor New Groove,
Cusco.
yeah,
It's based on Cusco is actually a town. Anyway, you go Cusco, and then from there, like you take like a tour bus or something like that.
straight- And then you go. I heard you go walk.
Oh, it's a 7-hour walk, bro. It's 7 hours, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
worth
end.
it.
It's
That's a
worth
long
it. You
walk,
work
though.
for it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I heard the air's thin up there as well.
Bro, in Cusco, so in the Machu Picchu, it's not as high altitude as Cusco,
Yeah.
but it's still high. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't easy to
But I
breathe,
heard you
man.
got. I heard if you want to go like further, you got to do some acclimation thing. Like you got to stay in like a house that's a little bit
Yeah,
higher up
yeah,
for a little bit,
yeah.
and then you can go.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
can get lightheaded and everything. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't easy. Like it was cold as well. Cause
Windy.
do you know Smads? I was so naive going into it. I was so ignorant because I I was thinking, oh, I'm in South America.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
hot.
hot. I bought shorts and all of that stuff. My
Yeah.
boy was laughing at me. My boy and his dad was just like, you need to buy some trousers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Otherwise, it would have been a mess. It would have been a mess. So if you go Peru, especially around September, that's their like winter sort of thing because
Yeah.
it's just about in the South Pole. Well, Cusco is sorry, Southern Hemisphere. Cusco is, and yeah, you might get a bit cold.
I always say bring a tracksuit wherever you're going. If you're in
Yeah,
Jamaica,
yeah.
bring a tracksuit because especially if you go like in the summer in Jamaica, it's raining season. So I always say whenever you go on holiday, always have like 1 or 2 tracksuits in the tuck.
Yeah.
You never know.
Okay. Now speaking of that, yeah. So Jamaica and Ghana, like they've got a good relationship,
Yeah.
and in Ghana, like especially, I think it was gearing up for the year of return in 2019. They made it so that Jamaicans don't need a visa to go Ghana and vice versa,
I swear.
which is sick. Yeah,
That's sick.
and
Cool.
it sounds obvious because it should have been like that because
Yeah.
we're so connected, like Nigerians, Jamaicans, and Ghanaians. But that's a first step to that because I think you're like saying earlier about like you don't know where in Africa you're from, but
Yeah.
I know like just speaking to my brethren like that are Jamaican from like my close ones, that there's so many similarities. So I'm Igbo, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the words that we say is unu, yeah.
Yeah.
And it means like you all.
Yeah. You all. Yeah.
And
Same
that's
thing,
Pat's,
Jamaican.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when my boy, yeah, Jordan, like you don't mind me naming him, he used to say it, and I was like, what? Like, how do you know Igbo? And he was like, nah, what? Like that's Jamaican.
Yeah.
And I was like, that means the language, like it just
Yeah.
maintained. So I feel like that connection needs to keep on growing. And yeah, do you
100%.
do you plan on going like anywhere in like West Africa, anywhere Africa as a whole, like soon? Yeah,
Yeah, I got a couple countries on my bucket list.
your bucket list, yeah.
Yeah, I got like a long list on my phone. Yeah, my notes. I got like every time I meet someone from a different country,
Yeah.
I always add the country and ask them like, oh, where's the best place to go?
Yeah,
And then I'll do my research after that.
yeah.
But I want to go to Tanzania. 'Cause I want to see the Serengeti.
Yeah.
That's like bucket list. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the price. It's a little expensive, but it's gonna be worth it.
You
When
can make it work. Yeah, you can make
Yeah.
it work.
Congo with my friend. My friend's from Congo, so he said he's gonna take me. DRC.
DRC, yeah.
I want to go Nigeria and Ghana.
Yeah.
That's must.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my friends to pattern it properly.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Morocco.
Yeah.
I want to see Egypt. That's like big on my bucket list. Like that's like my next 3 trips
Yeah.
because I've always wanted to see the pyramids.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't blame you. That's something I haven't seen, but yeah, definitely one day.
And there's one more, Madagascar. And is it Cape Verde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an island. Yeah, just off
Just
the.
off the coast.
Yeah. That one's interesting because that I don't know how much it is like the Caribbean because they speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
There, yeah. But it's they're very mixed. Like
Yeah, like-
a lot of Portuguese people, a lot of Angolan. Like, well, I think ethnically Cape Verdean, but it kind of feels like a mixture of Portugal and
Yeah, because I
Angola.
got my friend. She works with me.
Yeah.
She was telling me all about it, showing me the pictures and that, and I was like,
It's
"Wow,
beautiful.
it's beautiful."
Yeah.
I was like, I have to go. I have to.
Yeah, my manager went recently as well. Actually.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, like last year. Yeah, and I was just not jealous, but I was just like, right, this I'm happy for you, like, because I like it when people aren't from that place at all.
Yeah, and they want to
Yeah, she's from Cornwall, like, and she went to Cape Verde, and I was like, yeah,
But do you know what it is? I feel like people outside of London are more willing to travel
maybe that's true. I think that is true actually. Yeah,
because like even like someone like we were talking earlier, even like when it comes to my friends, like when I tell them about holidays and stuff,
yeah,
it's more like, oh, I want to go to Dubai. I don't want to go there.
yeah.
Why are you getting there for? You're weird. Like, but I like to experience new cultures. Like I've experienced a lot of cultures already. Like as you said, we live in a multicultural society right now. I want to experience something a little bit different.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, like I want to go Korea. I want to experience how that is.
Yeah.
I want to go to China.
Yeah.
I want to see the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
What else do I want to see? I want to see.
See
I want to go to the South Pole, North Pole.
Yeah. That's a good mentality, man. Like Do you know about the seven wonders of the world? Like, have you seen?
Yeah,
You know, the in Mexico they've got the Aztec pyramids as well.
yeah,
So they obviously the pyramids in Giza and Egypt, and then like in Jordan they've got Petra. They've got so
yeah.
there's a lot
Oh,
to see, man,
yeah.
and
Like
that's
my mum, she went when she was younger. She went and saw she went to Egypt, and she said she went to see the Dead Sea.
oh yeah,
Yeah, she that's amazing. She told me I have to go.
that's so crazy. Yeah, yeah, man, and it's just about like planning it in advance, man. Because
Yeah,
my next trip which I still need to book. But it's gonna be so. Actually, no,
yeah,
I'm going Italy at the end of the month, and then I'm going Paris, just a quick trip,
yeah.
and then but in December, going Gambia and Senegal. That's what I want to do.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, because so it's known as Senegambia because
Yeah,
they're basically one country,
yeah,
but well, one nation, but Gambia is English speaking
yeah.
and Senegal is French speaking.
Okay,
But
you
in
read
terms of the ethnic group, like it's pretty much the
same.
same.
Yeah.
So like you got Wolof people. So like that's where jollof rice comes from. So
Oh, sir.
yeah, so I mean like as a Nigerian, like I mean I feel like we make the best, but like the origin is definitely not
'Cause
from
I heard it's
Nigeria.
Ghanaian.
Nah,
Jollof,
don't
that's the
listen to
best.
Ghanaians, man. That's a joke. That's a joke. We banter, but yeah, like yes, it's Senegalese, man. They've got a whole
Yeah.
kingdom, so they don't even call it jollof there because
They call it-
it's they call it tieb or tiebudien is the long name, but
Yeah.
tieb because it's like that's their people, so they're not gonna name a
Yeah.
rice after it. But yeah, no, that's where it is.
No,
man.
that's gonna be amazing.
And they've got like a Renaissance statue. It's called African Renaissance, and
Yeah.
it's massive. I don't know how many feet tall it is, but it's like an African man holding a baby, and then there's like an African woman next to him,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like it's all in like bronze or some sort of like rare like earth material,
Yeah.
and it's massive, like it's a big tourist attraction. But not many people know about it. I think especially because Senegal is French speaking,
Yeah.
so a lot of people here might not gravitate towards it, but maybe people in Paris might. But
Yeah.
anyway, in another part of Senegal, they've got like a pink lake. Like it's just pink. Like why is it pink?
I think I've seen that on Google Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you see me, I Google these type of things like pink lake, see if
Yeah.
that's true.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, and then and then in Gambia they've got Kunta Kinte Island, bro.
What?
So like we used to watch Roots
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
man,
It's real, fam. Like so, those things just make me think, wow, like why have people not traveled here more? And even just calm, it's a calm vibe. Like
Yeah.
the way that people like to go to Ghana in December, and a lot of Africa in December is just
Yeah.
lit. But yeah, Gambia's a spot. It's actually a spot. So I'll definitely be
you know what
let
it is,
people know
yeah?
how it goes.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you know
No,
what it
no,
is, yeah? A lot of people don't know because they don't do the research a lot,
yeah,
and you're only used to what you know. So like me, I was used to what I know. I was used to America.
yeah.
Like when you go on holiday, where you going? I'm going to America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't go nowhere else. I'm going anywhere else. America's lit. Like I don't. But then like when you actually branch out and go to different countries,
Yeah.
you find out like the countries are good, but these like a little bit better. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%. And for me, like I had like a bit of a issue with like how some Americans were, because I found like a lot of them were ignorant. Just when I'd like ask them about, do you know about this or do you know
Yeah.
about that? To be honest, it's definitely not just America, but it's like that kind of put me off a lot of going to America. Other than my cousins out there, I was just like, there's a lot of naivety. But then when I travel and then I meet other Americans who
Yeah.
travel, like they're so calm.
But you know what it is as well, yeah. They just not used. They don't know a lot of people don't know their roots in America.
Yeah,
they don't know
yeah.
like what country they are from. They know they're African American because that's
Yeah.
what they classed as in America. If
Yeah.
you're black, you class as African American.
Yeah,
But they don't know what part of Africa they're from or what
Yeah,
countries
yeah.
they're from, because they're like all they know is America.
yeah.
Like even their families, unless you're like a first, second generation person,
like immigrant.
immigrant.
Yeah.
you won't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think the education system hasn't helped there either, but I think it's getting better because,
Yeah.
as we said, like the music, especially coming from Africa now, like it's just really
Global.
international,
Yeah.
and like people are not afraid to want to get to know that side of them and just want to get to know that side in general. So, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. But yeah, before we wrap up, I like to basically gauge what people can take away from travel experiences,
Yeah.
either in a quote or like just a little message. Because my ethos, I say you have to get lost to find yourself. Like I stick by that. Like I've always stick by that. And time heals all wounds. Those are my two things that I stay by. So whenever I go like somewhere, I might have a crazy situation, but I know eventually it'll be better. Or like sometimes I'm just unsure about what I want to do or this that, and then but because of that uncertainty, eventually I find myself. So and that travel helps that a lot. I recommend anyone who's watching or listening to watch a film called The Art of Travel. It's based on a book that was written years ago, but that basically it made me start traveling the roads, and I got a travel bug and it hasn't been healed. I don't think it's ever going
It
to be
will
cured.
never be.
It'll never be cured,
Never be killed.
but I recommend it. But yeah, do you have anything any advice or anything you could say to people that are willing to get into travel?
Yeah, make sure you take every opportunity that comes when it comes to travel. So like anything in life, but especially when it comes to travel. So like me, like I'll always have regrets of not going on certain things that I was invited to.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, I was invited to go to Club de Santa in Spain, which is like a sport haven for 3 months as an internship.
Yeah.
But I turned it down because I was like, I don't want to be in Spain 3 months. It's summer holidays. I just want to, do you know what I'm saying? I want to be around my friends, you know. But like at the age I am now, I regret it because that's a great learning experience. I'd have been able to live in a Spanish country for 3 months. I'd have been able to learn the language. I'd been able to learn a lot of skills. So I always say, make sure you take every opportunity that comes.
Yeah, that's some sound advice. Like I definitely recommend that. So yeah, man, my guy Kayon, much appreciated, much love, man. And that's been episode 7 of the Young Crouch Travel Show. All right, peace.